Tens of thousands of people are still in the dark tonight after an attack on the power grid in a nearby county. Schools are closed again tomorrow. An emergency order is still in effect. Good evening, I'm Chad Silber.
And I'm Julie Luck. It could be days for the power to be restored in Moore County. That's northwest of Fayetteville. Investigators, including the FBI, are still trying to find who targeted the two energy substations. As the investigation continues, WFMY News 2's Grace Holland tackled the top 5 questions about the attack.
Here's a look at those outages right now. 32,000 of Duke Energy's customers are without power in Moore County tonight. We are learning more about the extent of that damage. Duke Energy says 2 substations were damaged by gunfire. This put a heavy strain on the other substations, which made the outage even more widespread. Tonight, families are preparing for another cold night. The Kennedy family is using their fireplace to keep warm and their gas stove to cook meals. And they're also trying to help out their neighbors when they can.
We've been around the neighborhood checking on some elderly folks that probably need help and just doing some well care checks in the neighborhood. But for the most part, we've been very fortunate. We're cooking through whatever we have in the fridge that's going bad right now.
We are also learning more about how repairs are going. Some lights have already come back on, but Duke Energy says it could take until Thursday for the power to be fully restored. Spokesman Jeff Brooks says some of the damaged equipment was able to be repaired, but some of it has to be replaced.
We are working to get those equipment that we need here to get it into position. Understand, though, that it's not as simple as changing a light bulb, as it were. Some of this equipment does take a significant amount of work, a significant amount of process that goes through putting into place safely.
We wanted to know if this power grid attack is affecting local electric companies in the Triad. A few thousand Randolph EMC customers in Moore County did lose power because of this. The company says the outage is not affecting their customers in Randolph, Davidson, or Alamance counties, but all of their crews are focused on restoring power in Moore County and protecting their grid.
I know that what you're hearing is it can be very scary and it seems unsettling. We want you to know that you've got power and we're going to make sure that that stays on. And boy, we're watching it like a hawk. So, you don't have to worry about that.
You're also asking about a motive in this case and whether this was an act of domestic terrorism. We do know that the SBI and the FBI are investigating. Federal agents say it's too early to determine a motive, and there's specific criteria this act would need to meet to be considered terrorism. At this point, all investigators are saying that they believe this was done intentionally.